Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Have you ever been put in charge of something and you feel inadequate, underqualified, overwhelmed, or just plain scared? Then you know how Joshua was feeling as he faced the prospect of leading the Israelites into battle at Jericho. The Lord had told Joshua several times, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Then when Joshua was about to lead the people into battle at Jericho, beginning the impossible task of clearing out the promised land so the Israelites could live there, God didn't just tell Joshua, "I am with you." He showed him. 40 years before, 12 men had spied out the land. 10 of those men returned to camp so terrified of the giants of the land that they talked everyone out of invading. Joshua had been there. He was one of the 2 that had come back, saying, "Yes, we can take this land." But he knew what that opposition looked like. He knew what the Israelites would be facing, not just at Jericho, but throughout the land. The people were big. The cities were strong and fortified. On the eve of the invasion, Joshua was likely feeling afraid and inadequate. But then the Lord showed up in Joshua 5:13-15. When Joshua was near Jericho, he looked up and saw a man standing in front of him with a drawn sword in his hand. That must have been rather disconcerting. But Joshua went right up to him and asked, "Are you for us or for our enemies? Whose side are you on?" "Neither," the man replied, "but as commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come." He was saying, "I'm not on your side. I'm in charge. You ought to be on my side." Joshua recognized this warrior as God himself, and we know that's true because of what happened next. Joshua fell face down on the ground in reverence and asked, "What message does my Lord have for his servant?" Joshua responded with worship and a willing heart. The commander of the Lord's army replied, "Take off your sandals, for the place you are standing is holy." So Joshua did so. Now, where have you heard this before? Moses had a similar experience at the burning bush. Yes, this was God himself in human form, not an angel. First, he accepted Joshua's worship and then assured Joshua that not only was he with him, but he was in charge. I don't know the correct military terminology, but the Lord was the general of the army, the strategist, and the warrior all in one. All they had to do was obey his orders and follow his lead. In the next chapter, God lays out his perfect, though humanly illogical strategy for the battle. Joshua's encounter with the Lord that day must have given him comfort, courage, and peace as God gave them direction. A burden lifted for him to know that the Lord was in charge and giving the orders, and he would give the victory. If the captain of the hosts was there, that meant all of the hosts of heaven was there too, and this would be a divine victory. He may have felt afraid or inadequate to face this before, but can you imagine the joy and relief he felt after this encounter? When I feel inadequate, underqualified, overwhelmed, or afraid, I can receive that same joy and relief of the burden lifted by remembering that I'm never on my own. The Lord himself goes before me and is beside me. He's preparing me and preparing others, so no matter what battle I face, I'm not in control. He is. I can rest easy knowing he's got it covered. My job is to worship and obey.
As always, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to share a treasure, support this ministry, or get Carla to speak at an event, please contact us at treasurehuntinthe.word@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.